द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्याधिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. Nithyanandam, welcome to all the viewers who are joining us live right now as a part of the preparation to today's special Satsang, as a part of the Paramashivaratri Brahmotsavam. We have been celebrating this for the Brahmotsavam. Celebrations are happening for over 17 days and we are having continuous live Satsang and amazing revelations. I think still the Paramashivaratri revelations itself, all of us are listening to it multiple number of times.
Today, as we're all preparing for the satsang, all the participants of Paramashiva Sena, those who are in Kailasa, Guinea-Bissau, Kailasa, Thiruvannamalai, I request all of you are listening also, because what we are going to be learning today, we are going to be touching upon one of the most important aspects we are going to be learning about the revival of Kailasa. And see, because every day we are listening, we are going deeper, understanding the various different aspects Swamiji is revealing about quantum entanglement, quantum enlightenment. But at its very source, all these revival is stemming from Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Everything great, all the knowledge that completes science itself is birthed from Sanatana Hindu Dharma through continuous descents or incarnations who come to, like, whose very purpose, who happen to just give that breakthrough to the whole of humanity.
Alright, so now we are going to be, first before we enter into live, can I request all the Paramashiva Sena participants and all the viewers that are here with us, do take a few minutes, share this video, this live video which is on YouTube with all your friends, family members and all your social media platforms. Can we all do this for a few minutes? Today we are going to be addressing a very important subject, and this is something that's really, actually today from morning in Kailasa, Guinea-Bissau, Kailasa, Thiruvannamalai, we have been working intensely on completion with wealth. How to complete with wealth. I just wanted to ask all the PSS participants, could you all please share with us your breakthroughs? How have you experienced so far? What has your experience been like?
Especially with wealth, today's completion. Anyone wants to come and share your breakthrough? I saw so many people sincerely sitting and doing. Anyone had any click, anything that you would like to come and share? Okay, as you're all coming, I wanted to also introduce the context of this. See, listen. The science that we are learning, whether it is completion, visualization, conscious manifestation, or using your Karana Sharira to be able to enter into Samadhi, being able to sow the seeds of what you want to manifest as reality, or whether it is the biology of evolution, how exactly it worked. The whole completion and fulfillment of that science. So many aspects that we have touched upon today. Now we are going to be addressing one of the core, one of the most important questions of all. Why a Hindu nation? Why Kailasa is needed? What is that? When you say an ultimate yes to life, when you say an ultimate big yes for a breakthrough, that is when you can become part of something historic and huge. Kailasa is that opportunity for all of you.
today, actually in the PSS program also, last few days we've been understanding a little deeper about the contribution of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Then we understood about the persecution that Hinduism is facing and how even the ongoing attacks are happening. I think about the ongoing attacks we need to learn a lot more, because a lot of attacks are happening on Sanatana Hindu Dharma. And we understood a little bit about Swamiji's contribution to what Swamiji is doing as the last lamp of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. So today I want to take all of you into a little more deeper level to understand, because today whatever gift, whether the power manifestation signs or the breakthroughs that you're having, we are having all of these is because Swamiji is reviving them from Sanatana Hindu Dharma.
Everything you have received so far, all of it is exactly from Sanatana Hindu Dharma, the principles that is given in Hinduism, the foundational values that is emphasized in Hinduism.
So first I want to request everyone, all the viewers, all the PSS participants as well, can you all take a few minutes and just come to the YouTube live chat section, and I want all of you to post, just take a few minutes and post what are the gifts you have received from the revival that Swamiji is doing of Hinduism. Take a few minutes, come to the YouTube live chat section and please post. What all are the gifts that you would say? Ganeshaya has posted, Kailasa is established to protect and for empowering the entire humanity in Sanatana Hindu Dharma.
Yes, beautiful.
முரளி ஐயா கண்டிப்பா நாங்க தமிழ்லயும் பேசுவோம், நான் இன்னைக்கு இங்கிலீஷ் சத்சங்கத்துல இங்கிலீஷ்ல பேசுறோம். Okay, now all of even the viewers, all the PSS participants, can I request all the co-acharyas to support, to get all the PSS participants to share what do they feel as what they have received as a gift from the revival. Different I know it's like, if I ask, even I myself will be thinking like, oh my god, there's so many, what am I going to post? Whatever you're thinking of, start posting it. I just wanted to see what each one of you are posting. And also today is Chinese New Year, so happy New Year to all the Chinese. We have a huge Chinese diaspora, so
And
happy New Year for all of you.
And this New Year is even more special because the combination of the position that we have is something that comes only in 60 years once. So that is wonderful. And all the Chinese that are here, happy New Year. We wish you all a very blissful New Year. I think it's horsefire year, correct? So you're all entering into that intense year in Swamiji's presence. That's going to be the best thing.
Yes. Now, I want to have this as a discussion with all of you. Like each one of you, I know many of you who are here, right? Each one of you are having different experiences, and each of you are having different gifts from Sanatana Hindu Dharma, and also understand that the Hinduism is going through a persecution, a holocaust that has been happening for more than 2000 years, especially the last 1000 years has been extremely brutal, and the last few hundreds of years, see, we had 700 years of Mughal invasion, 200 years of British colonization, but after that, what we call as the post-independence era, even to this day, Hindus are under attack.
In a so-called Hindu majority state, Hindus are treated like 8th-class citizens.
Understand? Sanatana Hindu Dharma is the world's oldest living tradition, and the civilization is facing extinction level threats. The situations that are happening is literally in the verge of extinction. This is the level that we are as Hinduism. This is where we are right now. But we do have the last surviving lamp of Hinduism, an avatar who, with his utmost compassion, has landed on this planet, gracing all of us and reviving this Sanatana Hindu Dharma.
To give the best gifts from Hinduism to the world. Swamiji is here to revive what Hinduism can offer, Sanatana Dharma can give to the world. That is why Sanatana Dharma is the only civilization that had such advanced understanding about wealth. We spoke about circular economy concept much before. The knowledge that we have, the shastras, the scriptures that we have, that itself is like phenomenal. Now from there downloading the information, mapping it to a human language and then giving us an experience, that is what Swamiji is doing, which is like, that's just one aspect of it. There are so many other aspects when we speak about this revival of a nation.
So now I'm going to be sharing with all of you one dimension, okay? Because like I was thinking, I wanted to share about this, but I didn't know which dimension to share. There's just so many aspects. I want to take one of the important pillars of Kailasa, because Kailasa, Swamiji is reviving Kailasa not as revival of one sampradaya. Usually when someone is reviving, right, like any Hindu sampradaya, they focus on one. But here Swamiji is not just reviving one sampradaya, Swamiji is reviving all sampradayas of Hinduism. So it's like what Swamiji is doing is humongous work. Like I always see when in all civilizations, especially the ancient civilizations, there's one common thing that you always hear. It's how this civilization came into existence by either you call it as Manu's boat, Manu's ship, how Manu got direct instruction from Bhagavan Mahavishnu, and he created like a seed bank of the entire, not just humanity, but all the lives of the plants, animals, everything. And he created that civilization. And you may hear it as Noah's Ark, even Egyptian civilization.
There are so many adaptations to it.
So each one of them tell about it. So that means this is a major event that has definitely happened in the whole in the revival of life again, right? Now like that, Swamiji has revived Sanatana Hindu Dharma and reviving Sanatana Hindu Dharma by creating a seed bank of Hinduism. Now out of that, I'm going to be presenting a very important aspect to all of you. I request all of your intense listening and just be with us and just provide your complete listening to this. We are going to be sharing with all of you about the world's largest Hindu library, the Kailasa's Nithyananda Hindu University and the Kailasa's Nithyananda Hindu Library, which is the world's largest Hindu library. Now I'm going to be taking a few minutes to share about this with all of you. I request everyone to give your intense listening to it, and any of you have any questions, feel free to post it in the YouTube live chat section.
We are talking about a very important subject today, because before you understand about Kailasa, before you become part of Kailasa, it's very important that you have an introduction to what Kailasa is. A nation which forgets its history loses even its geography. Listen, a nation which forgets its history loses even its geography. It is very important that you know the history of your nation.
Eons ago, Paramashiva revealed the Vedas and Agamas to Devi and established an enlightened civilization. This civilization embodied the best of the best in every field: health, medicine, art, science, social, judicial, administrative, and political systems. And existed 200 Hindu kingdoms, 1700 Hindu provinces, 10,000 Hindu sampradayas. There's a beautiful verse says, Paramashivaratri gatancha girija mukhe matancha vasudevasya tasmadagama uchyate. That which was imparted by Bhagavan Paramashiva, the knowledge from his 5 faces, to his consort Devi Girija, means Devi Parashakti, and from Parashakti, which Devi in turn passed it on to Vasudeva, Bhagavan Vishnu, and using which Bhagavan Vishnu, Vasudeva, brought it into practice and embedded this into all the living and non-living beings, using it to govern this universe.
This is the basis of Hindu knowledge system. This is the very foundation in which the Hindu knowledge is established. Our knowledge source goes back directly from Paramashiva himself, established by Paramashiva. Agatam Shiva Vaktrebhyo Gatam cha Girija Mukhe Matam hi Vasudevasya Tasmadagama Uchyate. It came directly from Paramashiva, entered into Devi's ears, and through Devi, she revealed it to Vishnu, and Vishnu applied it to govern the whole universe. Listen, a civilization, when we talk about any civilization, a civilization is made up of its gods, scriptures, all the rituals and tenets that are lived. These aspects provide the Vatavarana, the ambient, for human beings to flourish in whichever dimension of life they are passionate about. Every civilization, if you see, the goal, what you describe as the ultimate in that civilization, the civilization where every aspect, see our gods, we have 33 crore gods. Whether it's our scriptures, we have hundreds and millions of source scriptures. The way how Sanatana Hindu Dharma is, it is so advanced, it is so beautifully established, the framework. And it just is self-updating.
Amongst the 10 most advanced ancient civilizations and the 100 most ancient civilizations, the only one to survive is the Vedic civilization of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. And this glorious civilization has had more than 100 million source books. Just the source scriptures of Sanatana Hindu Dharma is over 100 million in number. We are not even talking about the commentaries, I am not talking about anything else. Just the source scriptures. See, all other major religions have one source scripture, right? But Sanatana Hindu Dharma has 100 million. That's why we can't tell that we are just a religion. That definition doesn't fit us. And these gave the roots for Sanatana Hindu Dharma, for Hinduism to have its economical legitimacy, social legitimacy, religious legitimacy, spiritual legitimacy, cultural legitimacy, political legitimacy, and historical legitimacy. This is Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Our scriptures are so vast, and if we just organize the scriptures into sections of, if we just organize our scriptures and show it in sections, you will see how beautifully, just this is the Hindu scriptures, the major ones are the Shrutis, Smritis, Itihasa, Purana, Agama, and Darshana, and each one of these are further divided, you can see, and each one aspect of this has multiple scriptures. The Hindu scriptures are so vast. Just the Vedas have 10,600 verses. Agamas, there are 28 main agamas, 202 upagamas, And in that, just one agama called as Kamika agama has 100 crores of crore. In English, there is no word for it. That's why you're saying 100 crores of crore verses. The Sukshma agama and Sahasra agama has 1,000 billion crore verses. I don't know how, there's no
You
number
can't even
for
know
it.
them.
It has 1,000 billion crore verses. The Agneya agama has 30,000 crore verses. Varama agama has 10,000 crore verses. And many more agamas, upagamas with millions of verses. There are 18 major Puranas and 18 Upapuranas, and there are many more other Puranas. More than 4 lakh verses just in one major Purana. Why am I saying this? What for we are sharing about this? Understand. Your knowledge, your identity. See, unfortunately, you don't know. Right now, we are so poor about what is Hinduism, what is the knowledge that we have, because your knowledge forms your identity. I want to take a moment and ask all the viewers to post in the comment section. All the PSS participants also, please come to the comment section and post. How many of you see that identity as a Hindu is actually very, very low. Maybe after you connected to Swamiji, you have been empowered. But otherwise, generally, the identity as a Hindu is so poor that you have so much of self-doubt because you don't know. I showed you so many verses, but how much of it do you even know? That is the current status of Hinduism. I want to request all of you to post the clicks you're having so far. Digambaraya saying he got enlightenment science in all fields. That's a gift from Hinduism he got. Nithyanandam, Dr. Dharani Priyanka, she has posted, Chalo, Hinduism is the only one that exists, realistic, practical science that most humans avoid to accept due to modern colonization. Swamiji is here to break the fantasy created due to the westernization. Such a beautiful comment, Ma. I absolutely agree to it. I absolutely agree to it. And I shouldn't even say fantasy. It's more of a forced, brainwashed myth that has been created and dumped upon us. Supreme purpose of Kailasa is for whole humanity of the world. Yes, Ganeshaya, Agoreshwaraya Nithyanandam, Ma Ishari Nithyanandam, Ma Paramashivaratri Nithyanandam. I want to request all of you to take a few minutes and post this here. Whatever understandings you're having, keep posting it. We were so advanced. See, when we say we are so advanced, I don't want to sound cliche to what we tell, because I'll show you the evidences that we have. We are so brainwashed that we think school system came from West. Before that, they claim as if Hindus didn't have studies. Come on, what a joke. And they claim our history to be a mythology. No. It's time to reclaim our identity. It's time that we reclaim this identity of ours. First, Hindus were the first to establish universities and introduce schooling and education system to the entire world.
And for this, the colonizers say they came to civilize the Hindu civilization. Come on, look at the history. Just flip the pages of history. You will see today we are talking about Stanford, Oxford and other universities or top universities. But much before any of these universities, we had, for example, Takshashila University. Takshashila University was mentioned, this is in present day Pakistan. This Takshashila University was mentioned in Ramayana and Mahabharata. At those times, it housed 10,500 students.
Just imagine and see, now we have fast travel. That time what travel mechanism was available? But it housed 10,500 students.
Same way we have next is the Mithila University. This is very, very renowned university where this was the learning center and it was a prominent seat of the Brahmanical system of education. Here, Rajarishi Janaka held the religious conferences where the rishis and the learned took part. Understand, know your history. No, we didn't have any colonizers come and invade us to civilize us. No. We were an advanced civilization much before them. When I say I use the word advanced, I am not being dramatic. I am being it is based on statistics and history. This Mithila University is where the popular debate between Devi Gargi, Rishi Gargi and Rishi Yajnavalkya happens, which is Rishika Gargi, a female saint, and Yajnavalkya, male saint happens.
Actually, you can see with such so many remains from how many thousands of years back. I mean, it's really funny for me whenever they call ours as mythology.
Yeah.
Modern science doesn't have intention that we had. Next is the Telhara University. This is mentioned by a Chinese traveler, Huan Sang and Itzing, in their travel accounts about a Telhara University as a seat of higher research and a competitor to the Nalanda University. The next, this is the Sharada Peeth Temple University. This is from 6th century BCE. Adi Shankaracharya studied in this university, and literary records of existence of Sharada Peeth Temple University dates back to at least 2,500 years plus. 2,500 years plus. And each of these universities had the extremely advanced knowledge systems.
Did you know something? Though our education was so advanced, knowledge was free in Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Today, to put kids in education school, so many of you that are watching, tell me, you all are people who are living, you're all the people who are living in your life, you all should tell me whether binding you with student loans. Many parents sell their dreams, sell their health, everything, just to be able to put their son into an education, to get a basic degree. Kids struggle to get education because they don't have wealth, they don't have money. Today the education system is so, it's become like a most successful business model that your inefficiency becomes their business. So they are not going to work to keep you efficient, educated. No. Listen, what they removed, what they have today, it has become commercialized, it's been made into a business, it's charged, people have to literally sell their kidneys to send their children to school. That's the state it is in. But our education system, though it was so advanced, was established free of charge. The disciple, out of his own interest, can give Guru Dakshina. But the Gurukul itself was completely free of charge. Education was free of charge. Same way, politicians did not interfere in education. You can see the kind of how advanced we were, what kind of a great civilization that we were.
And did you know that every Hindu temple had its own library? Every Hindu temple. See, the reason I'm emphasizing, stressing so much about this is for us to know how much of hard work that our ancestors have put in. See, we have one is Shrutis. Shrutis are just maintained through the Guru Parampara, where just by listening to the Guru, the disciple internalizes it. It's not written. There are Smritis, means these are the written scriptures. Now, all these scriptures were stored in our Hindu temples. The Hindu temples functioned as a hub of knowledge. They functioned as a hub of the civilization. Entertainment, entrainment, enlightenment, everything was happening in the Hindu temples. But how many of you have visited Hindu temples? Any Hindu temple? Raise your hands. If you have been to any of the Hindu temples, could you please raise your hands? You can post here in the chat. Tell me honestly, have you seen libraries now in this modern day? Have you seen libraries in the Hindu temples?
Can I request you all raise your hands?
Just post. Has anyone even seen? So many, we are saying 100 million source scriptures. But now where is it? I'll give you a scriptural reference. There's a beautiful Shastra Pramana for this. This is from the Uttarakami Kagama. It says, Prasadau chatudikshu tadvidikshevantaraklake bhakto Bhaktokshatanake vapi vidyasthanam prakalpayet. It says, center for the scriptural studies, the Vedas and Agamas, should be constructed in all the four main directions of the temple. In the corner direction of the temple, in its inner enclosure, or in the locations recommended for the installation of the image of the Shaiva devotees. God, I mean, everything is recorded in the scriptures itself. Every single way how you need to live, where what needs to be placed for it to be the best efficient way. Every single thing is given to us in our scriptures itself.
Very, very detailed way. So anything that we want to access, it's already given in our scriptures.
I see a message from Shiv Panditaya. He's posted, Sanatana Hinduism gives to the whole world the science of enlightenment which no civilization or religion even comes close to recognizing.
Absolutely.
The Vedas are apaurisha, not of human origin. Absolutely right. And Umara Maya has posted, no library. Yes. So many temples we visit, yet there are no libraries in any of these temples.
Let alone there are no libraries. You don't even know that there are no libraries. That is the even bigger problem.
Now,
let us understand a little bit more in detail about how the knowledge system, whether it is the libraries and all the, see, our advanced education system, our successful societal structure, and all the prosperous life that we had, that attracted many invaders who brutally destroyed our enemies and killed our education system.
but the most unfortunate thing is almost 100% of our Hindu universities have been destroyed. 8 major libraries, including the Nalanda, Taksashila, and Vikramashila, with millions of these books, have been destroyed. This is the most fortunate thing that has happened to Sanatana Hindu Dharma. So now, before I go further, I just want to request the PSS participants. I want you all to take a few minutes and I want to hear from all of you. Have you experienced the loss of, like, do you recognize where the loss of this Hindu identity has happened? I want you all to come to the mic if you are willing to be live on social media. You could come to the mic and I want to hear from you. Have you experienced this loss of identity? Kailasa Tiruvannamala and Kailasa Guinea-Bissau. I want you to share, especially in Kailasa Tiruvannamala, many of you are born Hindus, right? Please come forward to the mic and give me an example of where all you experienced this loss of Hindu identity. Surenaya, Ganeshaya, and Digambaraya, all those, whoever I'm seeing, I'm calling. Why don't you all come to the mic? And I want you to give me an example of where you feel. See, I know now after meeting Swamiji, I see so many of you proud of just being a Hindu, right? But do you also recognize, do you also notice that there is a huge part where you don't have that, not just you don't have the pride, but there is a loss of identity. If you recognize this, and if you are feeling yes about this, please come forward to the mic and share. Shivpanitaya has posted, Christianity started by Christ, Buddhism started by Buddha, Zoroastrianism started by Zoroastra, Sikhism started by Sikh gurus. Who started Hinduism? There is no single person. Absolutely right, there is no single founder for Hinduism. Who can be a founder for Hinduism? Absolutely not. That's actually a very beautiful point. That shows we are not a religion. The civilization and a greater sense of life, it's in one with the existence. So you don't find something as a separate person who created it, and you don't have that. Okay, let me ask Ma Jasleen, do you want to come to the mic? Ma Jasleen, just if you could come to the mic, and I want to hear from you about this Hindu identity. As a Hindu identity, see, you are a Sikh, very well part of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. I just wanted to hear from you. Where do you see, give me an example in your life. Have you felt powerless about the identity as Hindu, or you have met people who don't have the same pride about Hinduism? Yes, could you take the mic and share now?
Thanks, Ma. I grew up in Delhi, New Delhi, and we lived in a place where we had neighbors who were Hindus and Muslims and Christians and Sikhs and others that we had not known, and we grew up, knowing them, and we celebrated everything together. We celebrated the Christmas, and we celebrated the Diwali, and we celebrated Guru Nanak birthday. But while some of us, like for example, the Sikhs, we were taught us in a certain manner, and we took a lot of pride in learning our part. A lot of our Hindu friends, I know, would, like I shared, like they wanted to come to the Gurdwara for the food, right? We could get langar and all for the food, maybe not the right reasons, but going to the temple was something that was not a part of their everyday life. Everybody had a puja room or a space in the house, but doing the morning prayers and all that was not a part of the regular life. And slowly, as you are growing, like I said, a lot of my friends like did not think doing puja or going to the temple was like cool, like Christians. I had a lot of Christian friends who were so dedicated to going to church every Sunday, but I did not see that in some of my Hindu friends. As a matter of fact, when I was growing up, couple of my, I met a few people who were very much into Krishna, um, you know, and I got into it too, because there was so much into it. We'll go to Vrindavan and do all kinds of dances and all that. But there was some parts of people who were Hindu friends who were very few who were proud to accept the Hindu religion the way it is, that like the way we ought to be experiencing our own religion, right? So that was my take from where I grew up from, which is very north of India, and of course, the rest of India, every part is very different. But yeah, somewhere I think the going to the temple kind of lost its purpose. I think, Ma.
Thank you so much for sharing that very beautifully, because I resonate with every word that you said, and actually a lot more too, because you're sharing from the perspective of from the northern part of India, and I'm from the southern part, and it's the same. It's the same, because there are very few people who would want to, even have little bit pride on Hinduism. Even those people, like I remember when I was very young, I used to think, oh no, I'm actually part of the pro-Hindu group, and there used to be this very popular tattoo that people would put to show that Hindu, Muslim, and Christians are same. So they put all the symbols together, and then you add it. Like I used to be so proud of wearing it and calling myself a secular. But like only much later did I realize that was a weapon used against Hinduism. No other religion would claim that they are secular. Only Hindus. It's always the Hindus who claim that. But Sanatana Hindu Dharma doesn't say that. We don't promote violence, for instance. Are you understanding? Like, okay, yes, I also see, thank you so much, Majaslin, you could sit down. Yes, Shri Digambaraya, I see you here. Go ahead. Yes. Just wanted to share about how the current status of Hinduism is. You all can see actually there are more people waiting to share, and I'm just going to be first presenting to all of you about this, how so many Hindu universities that we had, all of them only ended up getting burned.
Whether it is Ratnagiri University, Vikramashila University, Jagadala University, Nalanda University, almost 100% of the Hindu universities were destroyed. 8 major libraries, including Nalanda and Takshashila, Vikramashila, with millions of books, were destroyed and burnt. Actually, Jasleen, you were sharing something very important that I would like to further on, which is, if you see the way how Hindus are attacked, right? I want to share a very important aspect of what you were sharing. Swamiji beautifully says, see, the Western aggressors, when they had come, when they invaded us, one of the worst things that happened to us is, it was not just physical brutal attack, but the colonizers, it was also a psychological warfare, where the next generation of Hindus were brainwashed, the next youth, Hindu youth, were made to believe something inferior about them. Listen, what you shared, Noma, this is not just limited to North India, it's for the whole of India, not the whole of India, it's the whole of Akhanda Bharata, where you were made Hindu by your blood and color, but you were made a Westerner by your taste, choice and intellect. Even Hindu scriptures were translated from Western, the Macaulay view, Maximilian view, not the authentic system as it was. Listen, all of you listen. Today, when we all are talking about, oh, Hinduism is like this, Hinduism is like that, There are many people, there are many organizations that raise awareness on this, no doubt. But for us to understand about what is the current status of Hinduism, each time we were attacked, we were able to come back. But the last blow that they did on the Guru Shishya Sampradaya, they hit at the very root, which is why they destroyed all the schools and libraries, education system. If education system is dismantled, your next generation is gone. Like today, ask why, what is holy? It's all about bhang and colors. That's all for the next generation.
Okay.
I'm talking about the Gen Z, Gen Alpha.
I'm seeing some messages from Vijay Y. He's posted how to come to Kailasa, how to meet Swamiji. Direct way is first attend the Paramashiva Sena program, and then you can just become part of Kailasa. We have Kailasas around the world. You can become part, and you can. Right now, the main Maha Kailasa is open only for sannyasis. So once you start getting trained in Kailasa, then you will have an opportunity to go and meet Swamiji. So yes, you can meet Swamiji, but after you get trained. So Vijay Y09, Vijay Ayya, where are you from? You can tell us where you are from, and you can fill up this intention form ecitizen.info/PSS. Come and attend in PSS. Okay, Shri Digambaraya, actually I would love to hear from you itself. I think you are having a small mic issue. Just let me know once the mic issue is fixed. See, you are posted saying that I feel now there's a loss of identity for Gurukuls and pride in Guru Sishya Parampara. The colonizers brainwashed the Hindus. 200% true. You just got the exact problem. See, that demonized Hindu gurus to such an extent that in front of us, if you just study the last 100 years, last 80 years you take, just in the last 80 years, the kind of attacks, how Hindu gurus have been targeted and attacked. Every Hindu guru, if that Hindu guru has only a smaller group of disciples, he's assassinated. If the Hindu guru has an organization, then just start abusing him, character assassinating him, and put a false rape charge on him, and go and put him in jail, kill him there. This has been happening the last 80 years.
It's the same cookie cutter model across all the gurus. Just flip the pages in history, you will know. Tom Gamer is asking, this whole thing is an ideology. You're mentioning about certain political parties and you're saying this is how it is. Listen, unfortunately it has become so bad. Anything Hindu is so politicized. Whether right wing, left wing, all same. Who you say as right wing, you say as pro. There is, just look at it. You will see the facts. Where exactly, I'm talking about all countries, everywhere. There is nowhere where Hinduism is state religion. Just see it. Because Hinduism is taken, politicized. Anything about Hinduism. We are having conferences to dismantle Hinduism. Look at this. Today, any politician is able to stand on the stage and say, kill Hindus like how you destroy dengue and malaria. Unfortunately, listen, it is nothing to do with a single individual political party. It is nothing to do with an individual group, a sect of people. No. Collectively, Sanatana Hindu Dharma, because we don't have political legitimacy, we don't have constitutional rights. You can revive. Even today you can start a Gurukul. 70 years it will run. But after 70 years, again there will be another attack. Again there will be changes in law. You will have to again fall prey to it. We need a strong system. Kailasa is not interested in going and fighting, saying these are all our land, give it back. No. Swamiji made it very clear. We are a seed bank to revive what Sanatana Hindu Dharma has lost.
Every single library of ours, universities of ours were targeted and not just attacked. It was burned. It was burned. I'll show you all the Takshashila, the Jaffna, there's a Tamil library called as the Jaffna Tamil Library. In Jaffna Tamil Library, which was the world's largest Tamil Hindu library, the Jaffna Public Library, it was burned. Same thing they threatened us in 2019. They the anti-Hindu forces threatened that they are going to burn down Kailasa's university. See, this is the current, this is how the current status of Hinduism is. There are 13,000, there were 13,000 universities across Bharat, and 10,000 gurukuls were destroyed just in the states of Bengal and Bihar alone. Just in Bihar and Bengal, 100,000 gurukuls were destroyed. Means 1 lakh gurukuls. Just in 2 states. Imagine and see what kind of a life you would have lived. Nalanda had 9 million books which were burnt by that Islamic invader, Bakhtiyar Khilji. This library was so vast that it took 6 months for it to completely burn down. 6 months continuously they had to burn to completely destroy the scriptures. Today there are more than 2 million temples in India, but not a single one with any library. Thousands of mutts libraries are destroyed or poorly maintained. Major collection of manuscripts today are in the hands of Oriental Institute or institutes funded by foreign countries. This is why Swamiji is reviving Sanatana Hindu Dharma.
We are not looking for listen. We are not looking for going and occupying, competing. No. Swamiji made it very clear. Kailasa is here to contribute. It cannot happen randomly. Hindus, we need to be a part of it. This revival is colossal. Think, we have an incarnation who even after stretching his lifespan to 200 years still only has less than 10% of the total years of destruction, 2300 years, 2500 years plus. So even 200 years of an extended lifespan of an avatar is not enough to do the work of destruction, to restore whatever was destroyed for more than 2500 years.
I have a question here from Tom Gamer. He has posted, can Swamiji bring back the lost knowledge in Shastras? That's exactly precisely what Swamiji is doing. Swamiji is actually the only one who has written commentary on all the major scriptures of Hinduism.
All the Prasthanatrayis.
108 Upanishads, the Brahma Sutras, the Bhagavad Gita, the Yoga Sutras. There's a big list, including the Agamas, the Shaiva Agamas, the Tantras, and Swamiji has written books on the different, like Guru Gita, or each different Hindu scriptures, Patanjali Yoga Sutras, the Siddha Vidya, Yoga Shastras, reviving all these sampradayas. And now Swamiji has made it so accessible to all of us that you can even see these in the AI. By using the AI, you can see, you can have access, a direct access to all these scriptures and the scriptural knowledge. As these scriptural knowledge are available to all of us today in the form of AI, just at your fingertips.
Millions of books. See, each time when a book is burnt, it's not just the book going, understand, it's the knowledge, the repository. Like even now, if you think, where will you go and get the original manuscript of what Shushrutra Charaka Samhita has? If you want to know what exact conversation is mentioned in scripture, where do you go and verify?
This is why Swamiji has created Kailasa as a seed bank for Hinduism to collect, to protect and preserve these Hindu sciences.
one great thing in the modern day, information age, internet age, human beings can't be manipulated anymore by a small gang of people, by keeping the mass media cult under them. No. World cannot be controlled anymore by mass media cult or entertainment industry cult. And world cannot be controlled anymore by missionary militants and militant missionaries. The next generation, the modern day youth, has started questioning the utility value of everything. And I tell you, Hindu tradition is the best designed, developed tradition just to contribute. Hindu knowledge is amazingly contributing. I can very boldly tell you with all joy and pride, Hindu scriptures are the most unadulterated, as maintained, as purely as it was uttered, revealed in the beginning. The Vedas are as it is from the time Paramashiva breathed it to Parashakti to Vishnu, Vishnu to Brahma, and the Guru Parampara. Narayanam Batma Bhavam Vasishtam Shaktinja Tatputra Parasharanja Vyasam Sugam Gaudapadam Mahantam Govinda Yogindra Matasya Sishyam Srishankaracharya Matasya Vatma Padanja Asta Malaganja Sishyam Tamtroda Ganmartikakaramanya. The whole Guru Parampara, unadulterated. I tell you, history, geography, astrology, astronomy, cosmology, physics, chemistry, biology, medicine, mysticism, religion, economy, in every field, administration, social justice, law and order, in every field, the field of education itself, spirituality, superconscious mind, power manifest in every level. Nothing compared to the extreme life positive knowledge source of Hinduism. This is the most non-violent, life positive knowledge tradition in every field. Unimaginable knowledge source is lying in that 2,20 million source books of Hinduism. Around 10,000 traditions are still alive. I am not talking about what we lost, what we still have, kept it alive, at least in the museums, which I can revive. I can add flesh and bones to this whole script.
See, this great knowledge system that we had, so meticulously organized, this is the source. If we revive it back, we can revive Sanatana Hindu Dharma for its best ultimate purpose that Swamiji has established it. Today, it is this passion, this commitment of Swamiji's that has grown into the world's largest Hindu library, with housing almost all the source scriptures from Hinduism. The passion, the commitment of Swamiji's to revive the Hindu knowledge system. Kailasa's Nithyananda Hindu Library, that will be the epicenter for all the Hindu scriptures, all the knowledge, all the Hindu scriptures world over, various different Hindu traditions, Hindu sampradayas, everything. Kailasa's Nithyananda Hindu Library will be the epicenter, which will locate, acquire, collect, organize, publish, preserve, teach and spread the Shastras. And as envisioned by Swamiji, this entire library, Nithyananda Hindu Jnanalaya, is centered on taking all the knowledge from Hinduism, giving it completely free of cost through various different public services, through various different ways, programs, events, initiatives, to make the knowledge, these ultimate truths, accessible to people. Listen, what was destroyed, the whole education system, the schooling system, the education system was destroyed and dismantled. To this day, we are suffering the repercussions of it. Your next generation is learning the history that was written by our invaders. Your next generation is learning the history that was written by the people who invaded us.
Okay, I want all the PSS participants and even all the devotees of Swamiji to post here in the chat, in the YouTube live chat section. Can all of you post how many of you see that for the, even for you didn't know any of these, like for the first time you are learning so much of history about Hinduism only in this program, or only after you met Swamiji. You came to know so many things about Hinduism which you never knew before. Can you all post in the chat? Because that is the sad situation of us as Hindus. And to revive this, Swamiji is doing the seed bank of Hinduism called Kailasa. And the revival work that Swamiji is doing, now each one of you can become a part of it. Contribute your treasure, whichever thing you want to contribute, time, talent, treasure, go ahead, contribute it. Become part of this mission, the grand mission of Hinduism, revival of Hinduism, the grand mission of Kailasa. I want to request all of you, all the PSS participants also, take a minute and come and post.
Why you think, I want every one of you to take a moment to think this and please share. Why do you think, how do you think Kailasa is the solution for it? Revival of the Hindu library. See, actually I want to tell you all, you might see there are many organizations that has done the library. But today, where is the protection? Again, once more, like how Jaffna library was burnt. It was burnt not some ancient years ago, just in 1930s around. It was just burnt overnight. There's nothing can be done. 97,000 scriptures were lost from Jaffna library. Understand, 97,000 scriptures. Now, how much ever you may roll back in time, or how much ever you may try, nothing can be done. The lost knowledge is lost. You can build n number of libraries, but if you don't have the protection, if you don't have the clear protection established for it, then again you will be standing in the same square currently, joining with your ancestors in telling about how Sanatana Hindu Dharma is being taken away, is being lost. Swamiji is here for this very purpose, to revive Kailasa, to revive Sanatana Hindu Dharma, to revive the best, the ultimate solution.
Now all those who feel you want to be a part of this, you want to contribute to this, take a moment and go ahead and sign up at sksjp.org.
Become part of Sarvajna Pita. The people who do the seed, the core, like people who do the seed funding of Kailasa, all those who have decided to take a jump, who have decided to be integrated, all those, everyone, everywhere around the world. Today what Swamiji is doing is something that is profound. It is so many Hindu ancestors who sacrifice their life, thinking just at one time, somewhere in the future, we'll have someone who will come and take responsibility for this. So Sanatana Hindu Dharma, our knowledge is not lost. Swamiji has taken this colossal responsibility on his shoulder, and he has done it and shown to us. Swamiji has done it, he has proved, he has established the library, but now we need the nation to protect this infrastructure. We need a nation to protect this revival. So again and again, we don't run into the same mold. So again and again, the history cannot keep repeating itself. Everyone who feels, wow, this is something huge, I need to be a part of this. If you feel this revival is something that you should not miss, you should be a part, come join, become a Sarvajna Pita Yajaman, become part of Kailasa's Chitsabha. You can all sign up in sksjp.org/contribute. I request every one of you to take a few minutes. All of you, whoever want to become a part of this, head to the link sksjp.org/contribute. The link is being projected to you all.
Sign up, become a part of this. Now it's already time for all of us to listen to the satsang, and we'll now be concluding the YouTube live, and all of you can just refresh the same channel that you can watch the live satsang. Thank you so much for joining us, Nithyananda.